This is a KOCO 5 First Alert Weather Severe Weather Update.
2:57. Want to give you an update right now on severe storms that we have. We have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings out across northern Oklahoma right now for large hail, damaging winds. We do not have any tornado warnings yet, but I expect that the risk is going to really begin to ramp up. So we have a cluster of storms that we find right now just north of Perry. This storm is moving to the east, headed towards Marland and Red Rock and Billings as well in the northern fringe. And then here's another storm that's going to be in northeastern Kingfisher County. Let's check in with Shane Helton in Covington. Shane, give us an update on what you're looking at here.
Well, Damon, we've already seen pea-sized hail coming out of these storms today, and we know that it's just going to get a lot stronger as the day goes on. Also, we're going to intersect the storm that's just south of Covington down here over by Perry. So we're going to head that way and meet up with it. I am very seriously thinking about seeing, the very good possibility of seeing much larger hail, stronger winds, and as the day goes on, we can't rule out the tornado threat. So, Damon, back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We certainly cannot rule it out. Let's go back over to the radar right now because brand new warning was just issued just moments ago. So a couple things that we are watching here. One, this cluster of storms that you see here has quarter-size hail, winds of 60 miles per hour. This storm right here that is going to be between Marshall, west of Orlando, that was just warned just seconds ago, now has 2-inch size hail that is larger than golf ball size hail. Let's check in with field meteorologist Michael Armstrong in Storm Command. Michael, watching that storm closely. What do you see, Michael?
Yeah, it does have a pretty powerful updraft. The base of the storm is actually right there in the center of my shot, and you can see it is much lower. Now, the storm is several miles to my north. We're on Highway 33. The storm is racing to the northeast. Damon, if it's doing it may be moving 55 to 60 miles per hour. I'm not kidding. This thing is moving really, really fast. So the hail will come in, it'll hit hard, and then it'll be moving out just as fast. And it is on a beeline for Perry, Oklahoma right now.
It certainly is headed right towards Perry. As a matter of fact, there is some pretty large hail that is going to be within that storm right now. And so we are going to be watching it because if you're living up in Perry right now, let me go ahead and just put a track on this cell for you with this cell here, because again, this is a big one, no doubt about it. Right now, this would be the strongest storm that we have in the state. And you heard Michael mention just how fast this storm is moving, which means that it's going to move in here pretty quickly up to the northeast at 55 miles per hour. We'll bring it into Perry at 3:16. That's about 16 minutes from now. And then as you make your way down towards Perry Airport, 3:21, and then all the way down towards Glencoe here and Pawnee right around 3:30, 3:45. And that's going to be a really big threat that we are going to have to watch as we go into this afternoon. Will just be the speed of these storms, because they're going to be down in southwestern Oklahoma, but then eventually they're going to pick up some speed and they're going to race into central Oklahoma. And the cluster of storms that I've been watching that really has my attention, especially across central Oklahoma later this afternoon, has already developed. And so let me show you exactly where that is. That's going to be what you see down here in between Big Spring and Abilene, Texas, down in the big country of Texas. This right here is going to race up to the northeast, and the threat for severe weather will quickly begin to increase with that right there. Let me show you the latest tornado watch that we have in place right now until 9 o'clock. Ponca City to the metro, down towards Purcell, Lawton, southwestern Oklahoma, and it should go up towards Tulsa. And this is why, again, risk for severe weather absolutely there today. This is a moderate risk for severe weather for the metro, south, and up to the northeast. So our tornado index here at KOCO 5, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being listed as very high, is now at a 6 for the metro, Moore, Norman, Pauls Valley, and going into eastern and up into northeastern Oklahoma. Also, the threat for some extremely large hail as well will be there up to softball size. Now, not everyone's going to see that, but just know that storms that are in this vicinity for the metro, south, and northeast will have the ingredients there to produce up to softball size hail. That is big. And winds up to 80 miles per hour east of I-35 and a little bit less out to the west. So let me show you a predictor here. That cluster storms we just showed you, there it is, making its way up to the northeast. We'll see other storms developing too from Ponca City, Perry, and Stillwater. But these storms, again, they're going to be racing for the metro. It's about 7:30. Same thing from Enid down towards Watonga, Kingfisher, and then moving east of I-35 by 8 o'clock here. Shawnee, Seminole, Holdenville, Chandler, Perry, and then by 9 o'clock, they are going to be well into eastern Oklahoma. So right now, storm hour for central Oklahoma. You can pay close attention to that 6 to 8 o'clock window. Otherwise, the threat will be increasing as we go into the next few hours. Our crews are out. We'll continue to watch it closely. Keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.